Jurandir Felix Araujo used to run a thriving business from his factory on the outskirts of Sao Paulo, but he had to let staff go as orders dried up. He says he's surviving, but views events in the capital Brasilia with increasing cynicism.
These politicians, I think they should be conscious that Brasilia is not Brazil. They stay closed in their world and think the rest of Brazil is like that. I think they should remember they are elected by the people.
Jurandir says he has faith in Brazil, but not its politicians, reserving particular bitterness for President Temer.
If I were a politician, a deputy or a senator, I would never associate myself with Temer. He hasn't realized yet, but his political career is over.
President Temer is, however, defiant, pushing ahead with radical labour reform laws he says are essential to get Brazil's ailing economy back on track.
I'll not allow myself to be accused of crimes that I've never committed. I'm determined to keep working for Brazil.
The proceedings against him and approval ratings as low as 7% threaten to hamper his progress.
Governance is compromised because members of the National Congress who would normally vote for the reforms proposed by Temer find themselves in a much weaker situation in front of their electorate.
The president is just one of hundreds of business leaders and politicians under investigation in a huge corruption scandal. They include 1/3 of his cabinet and the former president, Lula da Silva. The scale of the scandal has, in the eyes of much of the electorate, tainted nearly all politicians and Brazilian politics in general. Meanwhile, life goes on. While the political and economic crisis, the corruption scandals rage, Brazilians are going about their business. Concerned, angry, some resigned, keeping a close eye on what goes on in Brasilia, hoping for a better future. That future won't come for these people, some of the growing number of unemployed and those living on the streets of Sao Paulo. Meanwhile, others, desperate for solutions to Brazil's many problems, look for them in increasingly unlikely places. Schweimler, Jazeera, Sao Paulo.